Alright, so today we're going to learn how to set up a brand new title block. Alright, first thing you're going to need is a T-square and drawing board. You need a single piece of paper. And you need 4 pieces of tape. What I like to do is take my 4 pieces of tape, I rip them and I place them right on my T-square, just like this. Now what we want to do is we want to center our paper on our drawing board. When we center it on the drawing board, try to have equal space around it. Now if you're using a desk at home, all you got to really do is just center it on your T-square. So left and right, about in the middle of your T-square. Make sure your T-square is set up so that the top and bottom edge have enough room to ride and still get to the bottom and top of the paper. So start by sliding your T-square down to one edge of your paper and then aligning edge of your paper with the T-square, making that the white part of the paper is parallel to the base edge of the T-square. And take the corners. 1 corner and 2 corners. And then just double check that it's still straight, which it is. If for some reason it wasn't straight, you can just unpeel one of your corners, readjust the paper, and then retape it. Number 3 and number 4. Now, next step we're going to do is going to do what's measured in as a 1/2 inch border around your paper. This is going to be like the picture frame for your paper. It's going to show right away if you got your paper parallel. I'm going to disregard the measurements on the T-square because I didn't line it up where it was perfect. Maybe in the future, maybe I'll line up the 5 with the edge of the paper or something like that. But for now, I'm just going to use the ruler or the scale. I'm going to measure in a 1/2 inch from this side. And then from this side, the number 11 is on the edge, so I'm going to measure in a 1/2 and I'm going to mark it 10 1/2. To do my vertical lines, what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the 36-degree triangle. I'm going to put my pencil right on the dot. Slide my triangle over. Notice how I'm using my left hand to control the T-square and the triangle and draw myself a vertical line. I'm going to do the same thing on the opposite side. Up, and I might have to just extend that line a little bit because these little blue triangles aren't as big as the paper. Right here and right here. Now, from the top and bottom of the paper, I'm going to measure down a 1/2 inch. I'm going to measure up a 1/2 inch. And draw my horizontal lines across the paper. Now, the border and title block, the border will be the same this year as last year, but the title block will be a little different. We're going to do 1/8 inch spacing 5 times. So, place your 0 down the bottom and mark every other line. So 1, 2, make a mark at 1/8 inch. 1, 2, make a mark at 1/4. 1, 2, make a mark at 3/8, 1/2, and 5/8 of an inch. You're then going to measure from the title block or from the border 3, 6, and 9. Give me a little empty space on the side here. We're not going to worry about that too much. What I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a light line up at the end. Use my T-square. I'm going to draw across my 1/8 inch lines, all 5 of them. What I'm then going to do next is I'm going to use my triangle and I'm going to draw up the dividers in the title block. Now this is what an unfilled out title block should start to look like. You're going to go in, you're going to erase your little tails at the edge of the paper. Then I'm going to add some information. In the top left box, left justified, meaning not centered in the box, not to the right of the box, but to the left of the box. You're going to put your name. So your name goes here. Your name here. In this box, I'm going to put New Hyde Park Memorial, just in abbreviation. I sometimes will use the straight edge of my triangle to do some of my lettering. I find that it really helps me with my verticals. And if you do it quick enough, it really doesn't waste any time. It just improves the way your drawing looks. New Hyde Park Memorial High School. Over here is where the drawing name is gonna be. And now I'm gonna put the words drawing name, but what you gotta understand is, you don't know the drawing name yet, so you can leave this blank. But let's all make a template right now of what it should look like. So, let's just make this from scratch and put drawing name here. But where it says your name, still put your name there. Over here, we're going to put the word scale. And the scale is going to be 1.1. Scale equals 1.1. Over here is going to be the date. So today's date is 11, I believe it's the 5th, 20. And down here, we're going to put the period number. So period number 1. Your period is 3, and put period number 3. Now this is how you set up your title block. Let's just review. Around the edges, you have a 1/2 inch border all around. Now do not write these measurements in. Just understand that each edge, you have a 1/2 inch border in. Each one of these little lines here are all 1/8 inch apart. This, and this. Three inches apart. Okay? So you start off, get your paper straight, take your 4 corners, measure in a 1/2 inch from each edge, draw your border, then measure up 1/8, 2/8, 3/8, 4/8, 5/8. So 1/8, 1/4, 3/8, 1/2, 5/8, and come in here, 3, 6, and 9 inches in. And that's how you set up your border and title block.